Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reddit Reactions, where real humans read and react to Reddit content. Today's AskReddit question I picked is, what do you hate about Christmas? Now, I really hate negative Nancy's. Personally, I used to love Christmas. Now I live in Nicaragua. It's less of a big deal here. But there is something about a white Christmas and snow. I like the idea of Christmas. I just haven't celebrated it in like 4 years. But hey, let's see what people hate about Christmas. Alright, that it starts in October. That's pretty funny. It does basically start in October. It's like basically the second half of the winter season, right? Or first half of winter, I guess. In my hometown, I walked into the supermarket in the middle of October, and the front entrance was already full of Christmas trees and decorations, and they were playing Christmas music through the speakers. Hey, for what it's worth, even in tropical Nicaragua, they play Christmas music all December. And only about like a third of it is actually in Spanish, which is even more mind-boggling for me. Like, at least where you live, they're playing Christmas music in your local language. Here, they play fucking foreign Christmas music. It's pretty funny. Ooh, great post. My mother works herself sick every year. There's no stopping her. We get to the parents' house and there's 10 different cookies, 8 different kinds of candy, 4 different desserts, and you can't see the table because of all the gifts that she is wrapping. I do my best to take over at that point, but she's already coughing, exhausted, and sleep deprived from the 2 weeks of constant preparation before we arrived. I wish she didn't feel the need to outdo herself every year. I wish she would listen to my father, who says he hates the holidays because of all the stuff she does. He doesn't enjoy being in the house with the constant beeping of the oven, powdered sugar on everything, and a sick wife who doesn't take care of herself. I tell her I don't have a favorite cookie. I tell her the candy is a bit much. I tell her we have 20 people coming for Christmas. Surely I and a few of them can make a pie. It doesn't sink in. I blame Martha. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like she really likes making stuff for Christmas. And is it really that bad if you have powdered sugar on everything? Like, if this is one of the problems that you're complaining about in your life, that your oven beeps too much because your wife is cooking too much food and there's powdered sugar everywhere. I mean, come on. You can complain about her neglecting herself, though. Valid point, valid point. I'm gonna hate reading the rest of these posts so much. They're gonna be so negative. God, I hate that every year. Also, every year the rush of, oh my God, we're gonna be late. Really, we're gonna be 5 minutes late to grandma's, who doesn't give a shit as long as we show up. Calm them down. Quit yelling at me and Dad that the cakes didn't turn out quite right. Last year, I finally lost it and told her all the preparation in the world doesn't make up for acting like an abrasive maniac for days on end. By trying to make Christmas better, you're ruining it for everyone. Okay, this is a kind of valid point. There's no point in stressing over stuff. You know, if your family can fuck up the cake together and have a laugh about it, well, that's a more memorable Christmas memory than you making the perfect cake and yelling everybody into place, right? Next comment. This is by Monkey Mama. Ooh, good username, Monkey Mama. My in-laws have ruined Christmas for me. I hate watching my spoiled 26-year-old sister-in-law get pissed because she didn't get everything she wanted. Or her sister, who is 40, bitch because the $500 Coach diaper bag she got was the wrong color. Seriously, that was my last Christmas with them. You never buy my kids a lot, and my kids are grateful and say thank you. While their kids grown like spoiled brats. I mean, really, it makes me sick. Oh, I wish I could be in front of somebody who bitched about a $500 bag being the wrong color. Oh man, I have no problems offending the rich and wealthy. I almost get off on it, to be honest. There's something so satisfying about looking somebody who's used to money in the eye and disrespecting them in a way that they're not used to, because people are usually fake to them. Like, I'm normally quite kind and respectful to people, but there's something about making a wealthy, entitled asshole squirm. I fucking love it. This post by Yao approves. It's just a really sad and lonely time for me. I'm a 26-year-old single male with not much family left. My brother and sister aren't alive anymore, and we moved away from most of our family when I was around 5 or 6. I would like to see them once a year, but it got to the point where I just didn't feel like I belonged. Oh, well, I bet you're only 26, so give yourself a couple more years. You'll find some friends, maybe some lovers, or a lover, probably just one lover. Most people don't specialize in multiple lovers. It's hard. You'll do it. I believe in you. You won't be lonely. Just need more time. Sometimes years of loneliness away from toxic people is better than being around people who make you hate life, right? I haven't spoken to my family in 5 years. 2 days ago, someone asked what I did for Thanksgiving. I said I didn't have one. I have no family, and no one invited me to share in theirs. I think he was surprised. The holidays can be very depressing indeed. I feel you. It was just me and my mom after my father died December 20th, 1999. We never really saw family ever, and when he died, it was just my mom and I. I was 13, and Christmas has sucked for me ever since. Aw, man. I'm sorry, buddy. For what it's worth, my dad died when I was 11 on December 15th, and yeah, you can make Christmas suck, but you're gonna die too one day, and if you can learn anything from the death of your father, it should be to value the life that you have right now, and ultimately, complaining about and humoring stuff we hate about things like Christmas, this isn't a way to enjoy life. This is a way to just justify that life is shitty for some people, but life being shitty for you doesn't make it any better. You know, the fact that it is shitty, you can complain about that and you can identify with other people and that your life is shitty, but it's not going to change anything. It's not going to make it any better, right? So may as well just get on board and try and find reasons to love Christmas. There should be some organization that hires holes in cities and puts a Thanksgiving meal for people like you. It would either be a great way to spend some time with people over good food and make some good new friends, or become extremely depressing. I'd hope for the first one, though. You know, if I could attend any Thanksgiving, and one option was a Thanksgiving with 30 people who all had nobody, that sounds fucking awesome. I bet I could meet some really interesting people and get some crazy stories out of those motherfuckers. On the opposite side of the spectrum, I feel like I don't belong. Tons of relatives from mostly my half-brother's side gathering around, and my fondest memories involve most of my holiday interaction being, "Can you please move?" Also, there's another person in the family that has my name, so it's usually a toss-up when someone says their name. I hate it, and would rather a quiet get-together with just immediate people. The distant relatives suck, and I wish they didn't seem so insincere with their small talk. Maybe this season just makes me bitter because of the people. I'm honestly not a bad person. I just hate being forced into a place I don't feel comfortable or welcome, especially during such a warm holiday. Hey, this person seems to like Christmas. They just hate their family. That's a little bit different. This gets easier as you get older, as more people you know drift away from their parents. I used to organize Lost Boys dinners with my friends for such holidays. I'd buy some decorations and lend my kitchen. Another friend would cook. Others would just bring some beer and some Christmas nostalgia, old Christmas cartoons. But in the end, if I'm alone on Christmas Eve, I just drink some eggnog and put on George Winston's December album and watch the snow fly. It's okay to be, whoa, what is this realistic it's okay to be lonely advice? You're supposed to act like loneliness is the worst possible thing in the world that just destroys humans. What are you being all logical? This is supposed to be a hating Christmas thread. Where's my anti-Grinches? Volunteer at a soup kitchen. The volunteer crowd are sweet people. Plus, your customers will only be happy to see you. You know, this seems to be a common issue with your generation. Well, I'm only about 8 years older. Come on, you can't be talking about different people's generations when you're only 8 years older than a generation. Come on. I am only 8 years older than you. It seems there is a huge difference between the people who grew up with broadband internet and those who were kids before. I've had many Thanksgivings with random neighbors. Now you must cook something halfway decent and bring it along as a peace offering. As such, also a case of beer helps. There was a what the fuck moment here and there, but I also talked with my neighbors and got to know them. It comes down to this: if you're lonely on the holidays, take action to fix it. As long as you don't act stupid, there is a huge chance your community will welcome you with open arms during this time of the year. Whoa, what are you doing pointing out that no one's actually lonely because we're surrounded by 8 billion other humans? What is this? Can't be all logical. This isn't what we're here for. This is a Grinch thread. I hate feeling the pressure to buy people gifts. I don't really want any myself unless they're practical. Buy me something I need, or don't get me anything. I rarely get gifts I'm grateful for, and I hate wasting money. So feeling pressured to repay the favor by buying someone else some useless piece of drives me crazy. Aside from that, I love the season. Understandable, but you could also just stop giving a fuck and not buy gifts unless you have a meaningful gift to give to somebody. There's nothing aside from you stopping yourself to do that. Personally, that's what I do. If I know somebody could really appreciate something and benefit from something, I'm going to get it for them. But I haven't bought a Christmas gift for someone in like 4 years, so yeah. Oddly enough, I tried hand-making presents each year. They tend to be cheaper and are received much better than a store-bought item. Because of this, I've now been requested to make batches of pickled jalapenos every year since I learned how. Hey, yo, giving someone a jar of pickled jalapenos sounds like a more affordable option than like $100 random present. Yeah, bowls are yum. Oh, and the previous post was by Mad Botanist. I like these usernames. Yeah, I just like the whole gift-giving thing too. I don't want any gifts because I buy whatever I want or need myself. I don't like giving gifts because no one tells me what they want because they probably have bought the shit they want themselves too. It just stresses me out and I don't need more stress in my life. Yes, I actually like giving gifts, but it might just be someone's homemade fudge or a weird thing that I saw that reminded me of someone. I do not see the reasoning of buying someone a shirt or a hat or glove set just because I have to. That's basically how my husband's family operates, and I think it's so dumb. I have to spend time with a sucky, dysfunctional family. Hey, that's probably the most honest, valid reason so far to hate Christmas. Surprised this one isn't mentioned more. I have a narcissistic mother and extremely volatile brother with anger issues. I've had Christmases that were okay, and others that were literally just arguing, crying, and screaming from the second we woke up to the second we went to bed. I never know which one it's going to be, and that's kind of terrifying. Damn, that sucks. This is what I hate the most. We were basically just spending money on trading useless gifts, and no one really wants them. Oh! I work this post by Fluffy Glasses. Hey, kudos to those of you who work Christmas Day. I worked Christmas Day and Christmas Eve for like 4 years, so I feel ya. I work retail, and people get even meaner during the holidays. I'm sorry you have to wait so long in line, but maybe you should do your shopping more than 1 week before Christmas and you wouldn't have this issue. There are only 4 registers on the sales floor, damn it. On that note, I really appreciate the people who are patient and generally really awesome during the holidays. Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna defend some people in the holidays and say that as a barista at a Starbucks, the holidays was awesome because our tip rate basically doubled, and then on Christmas Day, multiple regulars of ours would come in and give each of us like $20 to $50. It was amazing. Like, I loved working Christmas. I earned like 4 times as much money as I did working any other day. Working on Christmas Day, I did personally with no qualms. This post by Darkly Adonic. Those people ringing bells in front of every single store trying to get donations. Stop guilt-tripping me, damn it. As a gay man, the Salvation Army can kiss my ass. I donate to charity regularly, but these bigoted religious dicks can go to hell. Yeah, may they go burn with the Chick-fil-A man. Salvation Army really angers me. Nothing like contributing to homophobia to put me in a jolly mood. This post to What Do You Hate About Christmas by Negotiate. The requirement to purchase a gift for everyone. Seriously, is it so damn hard to think of something creative to get for family members? So I just end up spending money on something random. I bet they'll never even use the gifts I buy them. We don't have a large family, but about 4 years ago, we decided to draw names and set a price limit on gifts. It's been much easier on our wallets and much less hassle. I can say mine. The fact that I'm really bad to act like I wanted it. I'm horrible with, oh, thank you, this is what I really wanted, thank you so much, when I receive something like a textbook. When I try to act my best, my sister or grandparents call me out on it. Every Christmas is awkward. Too long didn't read? I can't open presents. Because if I hate it, I'll be like, I hate this shit. And people who give me gifts don't like that. Even if I love the gift, I can't accept it without being really awkward about it. This reply to What Do You Hate About Christmas by Johnny Royale. I hate that Christmas has always meant choosing one side of my family over the other. My parents are divorced and now both remarried to other people. However, I've only ever spent Christmas with one parent over the last 20 years. This means that Christmas means nothing more to me than making excuses and disappointing one side of my family over the other. Now that I live on my own, I want to change things. But it's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. Hey, kudos to you. Power to you, Johnny Royale. You can do this. I believe in you. Screw your shitty family. Figure out a better way to be. I feel your... Oh, a response to that by Knifel. I feel your pain. My parents have been divorced since I was 3. Before they let me decide myself, me and my younger brother were put through the swap, with one Christmas with my mom's sides, then my dad's side the next year. Furthermore, my mom cut all connection to her side of the family as well, and I'm now, at 20, constantly torn between 3 places. To me, Christmas is important. I love the spirit, even though not everyone is equally enthusiastic. Sure, there are things in this thread I can relate to, but I can deal with all of it, except having to choose between people. It tears my heart out every year. So yeah, nobody will likely read this, but this was sort of nice getting it out. Stay strong and have a great Christmas, pal. Oh, that was sweet. Well, for what it's worth, Knifel, I read this, and I admire your admiralty. Look at you being positive in a place about hating Christmas. If we were in a Grinch party, you would stand out, my friend, and I would spend time with you. All right, moving on. I have this campaign I'm trying to start to have Halloween push back against Christmas, especially to liberate Thanksgiving, because both of those holidays are awesome. I mean, come on. One allows you to cosplay in public without people looking at you funny, and the other permits you to eat a metric ton of food, as compared to a holiday celebrating the fake birthday of a religious figure I don't believe in that's completely overtaken by consumerism. Nightmare until Christmas. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening. If you enjoy this kind of content and you want to make it yourself, please reach out to us. We are looking for people interested in making YouTube content where they record their screen and read and react to stuff on the screen that they browse throughout the internet, Reddit as an example. If you're interested in this, please go to our YouTube channel, click on the About page, click on For Business Inquiries, do the CAPTCHA code, contact us, send an email saying hello. We want to set up a Zoom call chatting with you. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao.